Hello everyone, how you doing? How are you? We're watching this together and I'm so excited about this actually. You're going to have to advise me on volumes, right? But let's just watch it together. Right, let's just watch it together. Here we go. They're going straight into it. Can you hear me all right? That's the important bit. Can you hear me all right? Mic is too loud? Is it really? There's no sound at the moment. There's no sound at the moment. Here it comes. I thought they was going to go straight into it, but they're not.
Thanks,
they're
Brad.
not. Right, let me know now while we're both
I've been
talking.
playing Battlefield as long as I can remember.
How does that sound?
And over the past 16 years, these games have come a long way.
No, delay is less than 2 seconds.
To Bad Company, to Battlefield 4, and up to Battlefield 1. And today, I'm taking on the most important mission objective I've ever been a part of.
Let me know now.
Telling all of you about Battlefield 5. I'm geared up, ready to go. My squad's out there, so let's deploy because we are live in London. Let's get the show started.
Oh, they're in London. Here we go. Right, let me know. Does it need to be louder? Does it need to be quieter? Such a shame, wasn't it, Battlefield 1? It's all right. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I can change it now, and then we can just relax and watch it together. I don't want to be fighting for it. You know what I mean? This is exciting. I fucking love stuff like this. I just love stuff like this. This is... Hello, Hayes. How you doing? It's going to be World War II, and it's got to be World War II. Unless they've flown us right off the set, it's got to be World War II. Thank you for coming in. I didn't know whether you'd come in or not. I knew there was quite a few of you watching it. I thought, well, rather than watch it with the chat going like that, let's watch it together, you know? Battlefield 4 for me. Battlefield 4. I don't know how long they're going to pad it out.
Welcome everyone to the Battlefield 5 live reveal. I'm your host for this evening, Trevor Noah, and I'm so excited to be here introducing this new edition of Battlefield, which for some reason everyone has already assumed is Battlefield 5. I mean, and not Battlefield V. Could be V. Why not V?
Yeah,
Battlefield V could be just as good. Yeah, I do love that fans on Twitter are actually changing the Vs in their profiles for this game, something my mother did many years ago, ahead of the curve. And most people don't know this, but the V in my name is actually a 5. Yeah, my name is actually pronounced Trev5 or Noah.
I'm sure it's going to be World War II.
As a huge fan of these games, I've always loved how captivating the Battlefield is.
It's what part it's going to be.
You'll see that Battlefield 5 has the most immersive Battlefield ever. If you've ever been in a battle with me, you know that I'm the most dedicated support class
I loved Battlefield 1.
I'm in the mud,
loved it, but
repairing
just
tanks.
No,
you know, I'm laying
liked
down
it.
mines as tank rushers come in. One time, I even repaired a plane mid-air. That might be a lie, but I'm sticking with it.
Yeah.
Because you see, I love that glorious joy of being the uncelebrated hero in a battle. This game is going to have tons of moments like that. There are so many new and exciting features coming to you in Battlefield 5 that you will learn about today. The next level of large-scale multiplayer, Battlefield 5 single-player war stories, and we'll start showing you the epic post-launch journey all players will experience when the game is finally released.
Exactly.
And you know we've got some other surprises, so why waste time? Let's get straight into it.
Yeah, they're holding up
get the show
signs,
started.
aren't they?
I'm joined now by the producers of Battlefield 5, Andreas Morel, Ryan MacArthur, and Lars Gustafsson, everybody.
I love this stuff. I love it.
Gentlemen,
I don't know where it is, Tom.
I'm not here as a professional.
Battlefield 4 have
I am
updated maps.
As a gamer.
Jack, 100%.
I am here as a Battlefield player. I'm here to ask only the questions I am interested in. You have made a horrible mistake.
I knew it. I told you.
Let's start at the beginning. You are taking players back to where
Tell me what you thought about Battlefield 1 in the chat. Let's get a conversation going. What did you think about Battlefield 1? I wanted to love it a lot more. I just didn't gel with it.
Is that who you
I
are right now?
absolutely adored Battlefield 4. Was the one for me. I know, Mark. Me too. Yeah, it was simply that, wasn't it, Viking? Just okay.
To be honest with you, it's really... I mean, we yearned for years to go back to where it all started about 16 years ago.
No, and the weapons weren't very good enough either.
Technology has evolved, and the team
never
has
played it.
Gained so much experience.
I got bored of it very,
really
very quickly, and I had to
do,
force myself to
that
play
we
it.
did.
It's really
Whereas Battlefield 4, we played it a little while ago. Oh my god, I loved it. I could have streamed Battlefield 4 all day, you know?
Mr. Battlefield, he was there.
The Frostbite engine is mind-blowing. I just can't believe what I'm going to see next. I think it's going to be amazing.
Now,
it really
players have experienced World War II in so many movies and in games. it's really difficult.
It's going to be World War II. I suppose it's what angle they go at it, you know.
To it with this version of Battlefield. Andreas, will this be more Saving Private Ryan or Inglourious Bastards?
So we've seen all the movies, you know.
He just said
we play the
bastards.
games. We've been there. I'm pretty sure at least I can navigate half of France without a map just for playing the games. So for us, going back to where it all began for us.
No, you're totally right, Captain. I think we already know it's going to be World War II. And they know that we know.
Really,
so it's where they're going to take it from there.
Unseen locations,
never seen before.
Okay. Unplayed moments.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's really taking you on the journey from the start. And at a go, you will be able to play
I can't wait
the
to buy
German
this.
forces,
Absolute
the
purchase.
British
There's no
forces,
question about the
purchase. We want to take you on
no
that
question.
journey, you know, to exotic places like freezing Scandinavia, it's kind of our home turf, but in Norway, or rugged deserts where the battles took place in northern Africa. Why not to the
well, we've got to have a chat,
haven't
we, Suzuki?
You
know? So it looks
really
crispy, yes,
to take
definitely,
you on the journey. And we want to do this with a kind of a fresh and modern take, so really hopefully
and this bit, don't worry, I won't talk over the reveal. This is just a little bit of padding on it.
Team America. So many words come to my mind. I mean, intense, immense, powerful. Ryan, do you have a specific way that you want players
exactly,
to see this
Hayes. When COD said they were going World War II, I couldn't wait to see what these people do. This needs to feel
like the most immersive Battlefield that players have ever played. I mean, we want them to exploit the Battlefield in ways they've never been able to before. I mean, when you look at the chaotic multiplayer that the franchise is known for, and sort of fan classics like Conquest, and some of the new modes that you guys are working on, like Airborne,
the mass online player. I wonder if they're going to increase the player size.
Anthology storytelling that we had, we built in the F1, and telling new stories about men and women that changed history. I mean, we get to tell everyone today that co-op is back in Battlefield 5, and that's a huge thing for us.
Oh, co-op's back.
And this is just the beginning. I mean, launch is just the beginning for this game, and we really want to take players on a journey.
So that's one little reveal
it always feels like it's a journey. That's what it always feels like with Battlefield. Like, one thing I loved about the game was how the maps in the world was constantly changing. You know, it felt like my bedroom at home. I never knew what to expect. And I think when looking at this game, Andreas, what's your vision to take this to the next level?
The trailer comes.
So we're really building on what we started with previous games. It's really about giving players the most immersive world that they could enter. You should really
there will be a royale. There will be, of course there will. Not skip it, yeah.
Really pushing all these new features.
Not at launch, but there will be a battle royale.
It sounds
it's going to happen, isn't it?
I'm genuinely excited.
I know, Panzer, I know,
yeah, tank, I'm looking forward to. Let's dive into it and talk about some of the gameplay. Here to do that is
but
Daniel
we're not watching
Brennan.
on catch-up, Pug. We're watching live, watching it together.
We're expanding the toolbox for the player, giving you access to new abilities to create your own and brand new.
At least here we can have a chat together and actually see the chat. Have you seen the chat in the main ones?
Between the player and the world around you.
Here we go.
You will be physically pushed by the shockwaves from explosions. You can experience completely new ways to
physically pushed
and tactically maneuver across the battlefield with our overhauled movement system. Our renowned destruction will rip up the terrain, leave chunks of masonry hanging from destroyed buildings, or have high-caliber rounds ripped straight through walls to take out enemies hiding inside.
Wall hacking.
We're also bringing back classic modes, such as Majority Rule Conquest, but we also have new modes and experiences for our unique take on World War II. We're bringing back operations with a bang, and we're calling it Grand Operations.
Okay.
Here, you'll experience multiple game modes as you fight over multiple maps, all wrapped within our narrative journey through historically inspired battles from World War II. With the return of our anthology format for single-player war stories, with new characters to meet and untold stories to discover. Back to you, Trevor.
I've only done about a quarter of the campaign though in Battlefield 1. I'm so gutted. I might run through the campaign actually before this comes out.
And I'm really excited because it sounds to me like you can pilot a giant grand piano like a tank. I'm pretty certain that's what it is, right, Andreas?
I'm not sure about the piano, but it's definitely massive. It's
exactly cosmic.
It's really about
and HOTAS support as well.
Fantasies from World War II, like Airborne being power dropped in.
No, I didn't like Commando. I would literally call the Queen's Royal Guard. Don't bring Commander. Are you saying bring it back? I don't want it, Captain.
Really great.
Yeah, I mean, what we want players to feel like is sort of a dynamic player-impacted experience, taking place over 4 fictional days. I mean, day 1 starts with you jumping out of an airplane and with the objective to destroy the enemy artillery, with that enemy sort of entrenching themselves to defend and protect. and depending on how the outcome of day one goes for you, as the two main forces start to battle
they haven't
over
mentioned
day 2 in a
anything
game
about
with
exclusivity
the number
here,
of
have they?
lives you have left remaining,
thank God,
depending
Commander.
on what
I
you
don't
did the
want
day
that.
before. And then as you continue to push on into new locations, we're going to see things like Conquest Assault, where players continue to fight for that terrain.
Exactly, Krusty. But look at
when we see these players
getting
end up in a
absolutely
giant
beaten
stalemate,
up because he's got no campaign in it. They can't please everyone, can they?
I mean, this is sort of tired, muddy, no resources left. You've got just you, your squad, and one.
Maybe Thomas, but it's nice to build up in it. I thought they were going to. I was like, oh my God, they're coming straight in with it.
So this is a game mode that you may never see if your games are not in a stalemate. You may never get to that 4th map and 4th story then.
Exactly.
That's an exciting way to play the game. I want to know when we can see more of that.
21 minutes.
EA Play, Los Angeles. Yeah. You get hands-on multiplayer for the first time if you're there.
So even the reveal of Grand Operations spans across multiple events. Wow. Nice one, guys.
And don't forget, if you're coming to EGX this year, you'll be playing this. We played Battlefield before Battlefield 1 before it came out, so you'll definitely be playing this if you're coming to EGX this year.
I definitely can. I mean, I'm happy to say that for the first time since Battlefield 3, co-op is back, and we're calling it Combined Arms.
Exactly.
And here it's yet another way to experience that Battlefield.
Nah, you got to wait for it, Hop.
Next to war stories and the multiplayer.
Plus, they're giving us nice information. We already know about the multiple game modes and co-op already within the first 20 minutes.
Paratroopers that go in behind enemy
Hello,
lines.
Demon.
And here you really only have the soldier next to you. Maybe not Brian. But
yeah,
this will definitely be an EGX.
Absolutely
no question.
Move forward, since getting detected might mean death, and you will soon be struck by resource scarcity. You need to find the tools and find your way to the objective. So stakes are high, and you need to kind of assess: can I push through, or do we need to extract early? It's kind of win or lose. It's up to you.
See, I'd like that more tactical. But the only way you get that is if you play with your friends. To play with a team and no voice chat.
What I truly enjoyed about it was I felt like I was learning about the stories behind the war.
They do exaggerate
the stories of the war, and it didn't always end well.
Yes.
And what I loved is because of that history
this is a sales pitch.
For instance, I told my little brother,
this is a sales
I said, hey,
pitch.
if Mom ever catches you playing, just say this is a history
Demon,
class
I brought it early access. I paid 80 quid for it, and I've only ever played it once.
He was going to do that so she would know that I was always her favourite. And
I've got some shampoo in me, by the way.
The story, Lars, like how is single player going to change in Battlefield 5?
Don't tell this to my kids. Well, are they changing? I mean, to me, I'm happy that you like the war stories, and for us, the war stories are really our opportunity to put
Battlefield, Modern Warfare
really
add-on?
Human and untold stories of
they're not adding pianos.
We try to portray those kind of real and relatable people facing epic warfare, and it's Battlefield after all. So we'll be talking a lot here today about the gameplay improvements. So player agency is key, so you can create your own Battlefield moments. And
it's a weird one with Battlefield 1. There was nothing wrong with it, was there? It just missed. It just missed, in my opinion, anyway. It just missed a little bit. Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, full on, bullseye.
Battlefield 1, our release story.
It's such a good effort.
This is the story of a young woman who is part of the Norwegian resistance fighters fighting the German occupation during World War II.
Yeah, but a lot of the artwork did think that, didn't it?
This is an exploration of emotion and feelings. It's a family story.
Yeah, it does it.
And this not only sort of really grounds the players in the reality, but sort of sets the context of the World War II that we're trying to create at DICE.
It's not often that you find stories that connect with the emotion of the characters in the story. Instead of just focusing on the explosions and the gunfire, you see that look in her eyes. You want to know what she's thinking, what she's experiencing in that story. Why was it so important for you to focus on the people behind the stories from war?
Well, I think it's important to tell,
See, I don't think it's that important. I think in a game like Battlefield, you don't really care about the character. I just don't believe that at all.
For people to understand where we're coming from and what our
don't believe it at all. I don't think it's important.
So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go back to Daniel now to cover what you'll take to the battlefield with you.
In Battlefield 5, we're aiming to mirror the immense arsenal of the Second World War.
It's all about that, Chauncey.
This was a period that saw an explosion in terms of innovation when it comes to weapons and vehicles.
Maybe, Chancery. We'll find out in a minute.
You will get to fly iconic airplanes, engage in incredible tank battles, and also unleash secret weapons from World War II. Weapons that are powerful enough to turn the tide of any battle.
Ooh,
and with the new fortification system, you can be more strategic than ever in how you choose to defend or advance through the terrain. Back to you guys.
In playing Battlefield, I know everyone in the audience will agree with me, people at home
Thanks
as well.
for coming in, though, lads.
I've always been impressed
I didn't think anyone would come in, to be honest with you. I'm glad you all have. We can have a chat together.
I remember once I was playing with a friend who served in Special Forces, and we were talking about our favorite guns, and I was talking about the recoil and what I liked about the sights versus other guns.
Definitely, Captain.
And he turned to me at one point and said, "Oh, where did you serve?" And I felt embarrassed because I was like, "Oh, Battlefield 3. That's where I was." And instead of him being angry, he was like, "I didn't know that there was a game that was that immersive, something that really was as true to real without being a war simulation as possible."
And them, it's definitely
Guys, tell me about some of your favorite weapons in the game, some of the new vehicles that will be available in Battlefield 5.
I think at first, just by going back to this era, the pool of hardware that we can choose from
there's so much.
Immense. There's so much there.
Yeah, Thomas, I love it, mate.
For me, being a
Battlefield 4,
guy,
I absolutely adore.
Really quite simple.
Battlefield 1, I just liked.
It's the Tiger 1.
The Tiger 1 tank?
Yeah. I think it's the most iconic tank from this era. I just think it's amazing.
What do you like about it? That's a weird choice for me.
Exactly, Damon. You're totally right there. That is the difference,
best.
What, like the looks?
Battlefield 4 was...
But also,
are you checking out a
such
tank?
a memory.
Have you been in a battle with that?
Yeah, but I've never looked at it. I'm like, if I'm on the outside, I'm dying. If I'm on the inside, I'm concentrating. When are you looking? When are you doing this?
You should try third-person camera.
And just run around the tank dying, and everyone's going to be like, "Who's that guy looking at the tank?"
Maybe Chansey.
Come on, it's beautiful.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, good.
So Andreas is a tank guy. Mr. Battlefield Laws, how about you?
I'm with you, Trevor.
Yeah, you think he's weird. I know. Yeah.
We've been trying to hide it, but now it's out. No, the fact that I'm also a support player. I can't hit the barn from the inside, so I need the big clips. And for me, the MG42 is really the weapon I play in the playtest.
Right, my man.
It has that iconic
I'll get in there,
sound
boots on the ground. That's the only way I can play Battlefield. I have to get in there with a gun.
And another part of it is
right
the new kind of system which Daniel talked about for high-caliber weapons. So
any game like this, Chansey, if you can get a group of people together, that's why I've come on the stream, because we're a community. If we're all going to get it, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll hire a server, a private server, so we can all play together, you know?
Hashtag no more knocking. I like this. Yes. All right, so we've got a tank guy. We've got a weapons guy. Ryan?
Well, sort of embarrassing to admit, unlike Lars, I can't hit a barn, period. So for me, it's
we
the
definitely
toolbox.
need HOTAS support.
In Battlefield 1, all players had a gas mask. In Battlefield 5, we're going to replace that gas mask with a
know I'm all
toolbox.
about the community. If
So
there's
that
enough
means
people
I can run
getting
around the
it,
battlefield with my toolbox,
I don't want to talk over them, but the only problem for me is
and sort of really changing the dynamic of the battlefield so that these guys who can actually hit something.
If there was more PlayStation players,
wait. So Fortifications, you just skimmed over that, but what is Fortifications?
I did beef. I don't know if I'm going to get it or not, but I did get it.
I think this is something you really love. It's something I think is a great addition to the game. It really allows you to sort of, for players who want to focus on the objective. I mean, this is something you can sort of pull out your toolbox. You can build reinforcements. You can reinforce buildings that Andreas has destroyed with his tank. You can build foxholes and set up machine guns so people like Lars can sit there and camp out at choke points. I mean, this is going to change the strategic way people play, both as attackers and defenders.
Was that in response to the gaming community? Because I know as a Battlefield gamer, I always wanted what I didn't have. So first I was going, hey guys, I need destruction. I need places to fall apart. And then at some point I was like, too much destruction. There's nothing left. Was this a response?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of esteemed players in here in the studio today. And
they're going to have to convince me. What do you think of that? Yeah, building things, building fortifications.
We came to a point where the level was...
That little gift they were playing, it was actually building a building.
You couldn't advance. So basically, this is to counter that and give you
my tank can run over, I don't care.
To rebuild. And
I'm a little bit gutted, to be honest with you.
Again, and they fortify. We come there and we add an extra heavy machine gun or an AA gun, so it's kind of teamwork once again, and we are the celebrated heroes.
We are the celebrated heroes.
That's going to take some balancing, isn't it?
I like that, Lars. Thank you. Now, now that we've learned about the tools, let's hear about the company. Here to tell us more, please welcome Natalie Eek.
Trevor, and yes, the company is something that is completely new to Battlefield 5. It's your
personal
collection of customized soldiers, weapons, and vehicles.
It's not like we're going to see ramps going into the sky.
The company is the heart and soul of your personal experience, and the choices you make here.
Now, you got to wait, Captain. This is important stuff, isn't it?
Not only will your choices affect the way you look, but also how your weapons and vehicles play.
Lovely artwork.
As you squad up with your friends, make sure to pick a soldier that complements the rest of your squad to take on the battle ahead. And during the game, adapt to the changing circumstances by calling your company and bring in the right soldier, weapon, or vehicle to suit your situation.
Yeah, but they're talking more single player
Andreas,
here, aren't
they? That really sounds awesome.
And it's
Tell me more about the company and how it works, because you know I know from my years in Battlefield that the group that really plays together stays together.
No, the company is something that we.
But that's the thing. If you if you play online, you don't play together, do you? You just don't play together.
It's really up to you to decide how you want them to play, and also how they look. So as you keep playing and you get better, your soldiers will get better with you.
So give me an example of how this will impact me as a support class.
So if you take your support class player you start playing with that soldier and you start progressing him, you're going to unlock a set of new abilities, new perks, and sort of these new exotic ways to play the game as a support class.
We haven't seen it yet, Demon. It's the building, isn't it? It's put you off, isn't it?
New weapons for yourself to play with. You take that machine gun that Lars loves so much, and you level that machine gun up. You make the choices that matter, and then you decide, well, I think this needs its own custom paint job. So you sort of make that machine gun, really make it your own, and then you go in and you grab that sort of iconic support outfit that you really want to wear going into battle.
Yeah, but please,
you jump in
not
with some
skin
friends and off
after
you go.
skin after
You know,
skin
it's funny
in
you brought up customization,
the battle packs. I've had enough of skins, you know.
The team is important.
Definitely, that one ruins it for me.
Looking badass is the most important thing. I think anyone who's been in war can agree with this. Please tell me that I can customize my look to be properly badass in the battlefield.
Yeah, that you never see anyway. You never see yourself, do you?
Right. So I think part of the tactical gameplay that comes with Battlefield. I mean, what we want to do is give you the ability to create your own personal identity.
I don't mind that.
No more anonymous soldiers. This is your soldiers in their boots going into battle. Their own weapons, customized the way that you want to do it.
GametechUK camo.
The gear that you want them to wear. I mean, this is going to feel like it's your own personal arsenal.
And obviously, I want to get as much of that arsenal as I can possibly get. How do I even begin getting all of this gear?
You play the game. I mean, for what we want players is you get rewarded for playing the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty short. It's whatever you want to progress towards, your company, your class, or a specific item, you play the game. And we set out to commit to that you always feel rewarded for what you do, whatever you play.
So you just play
to
unlock these items. Then I guess I have to ask, and I know it's a sensitive subject, but I'm still going to go there.
Loot boxes.
Is this game going to be pay to win?
Yes, good question.
No, you can't pay to get an unfair gameplay advantage.
What if I have a lot of money? So you won't be able to pay?
No. So in Battlefield, it's always been about
if that's true,
rock, paper,
that's
gameplay,
good.
And it still is. You really have to, like Les was saying, you have to play the game to earn new gear, and skill is really key.
They had to broach that subject, didn't they? They had to.
Will it be one of those games where I have to shell out another $50 6 months after I've bought the game? Is that how it works?
Well, I guess I get the fun part of not taking any more of your money as well. But no, there's no more premium pass in this game. This means no more.
Whoa, that is a clap. Fucking hell, that is awesome.
Wow. Thank you.
Wow.
It's the least I can do.
Thank you.
Yes. I mean, this means no more paying for maps, no more paying for modes. This is something the community has asked for. This is something the team really believes in.
Yeah, that is really good.
So what we want is a game where people stay together. They play the games together, and they get to go on this journey through World War II together.
Because it split the player base, didn't it? In Battlefield 1, it totally split it. Not enough people brought it.
It's time to learn about what happens after the game launches.
That's really good.
To tell us all about live service, please welcome back Natalie and Daniel.
That's really good.
So launch is really
I think I will, Ammon, as well. Yeah.
Tides of War is an epic journey that you and your company will take through World War II.
What is this then?
It will bring you an evolving, diverse game that will grow over time as we immerse you and your company in different theaters of war.
Oh, so they're going to add to it as we go.
Battlefield 5 is an experience unlike
a battle pass,
any other.
yeah.
It will differ from all previous Battlefield games. And the most important thing, it's open to all players.
Yes, and there will always be new battles.
I think her shirt fell off and she's just quickly gone, quick, that'll do.
And by removing Premium Pass, we are keeping the community
It'll be everything, Vibe. It'll be the whole lot.
So this time, there will be no expansion packs, and all players will be able to take part in the same journey through Battlefield 5.
Can you imagine if they say it's going to be
cross-platform? And with Tides of War,
our
our players will experience themed chapters of World War II, each spanning over several months. And these will focus on key moments that impact the
You need a studio that big.
Conflict.
Yes, Taron.
This sounds to me like a wild, full ride through World War II. But
this is brilliant. Yeah,
Lars,
this is brilliant.
Like, how big of a journey will this be?
How long is the string? No, I mean, to put it into perspective, this was World War, and
it looks like the old crime ones.
Huge journey.
Tarrant, stop being funny. Stop being so funny.
With chapters from the history and.
Please leave me a little like. Let's get some more people in here that don't want to sit in the big one with the chat going like that. Please leave me a little cheeky like that. That'd be awesome.
The pinnacle of the grand operations and experience.
It's that blue, isn't it, Tarrant?
Achieve those special assignments, getting treated with extra rewards. So,
I'm enjoying watching this.
So it is about
awesome. Thank you for coming
keeping it fresh and constantly evolving.
I literally thought I'd have about 3 or 4 people in here. You know,
today is just the beginning, and as you play it through,
the game's 150
you start
quid,
to be taken to a new horizon, new locations, new gameplay, and I mean, stick in for the ride.
It sounds like it's going to be one of those experiences where the more I play, the more cool stuff I can get. I get rewarded for my time.
Could you make yourself go invisible when the trailer comes on? If you want me to.
It's really simple. You just have to play the game to
I won't say nothing. I won't say nothing.
It doesn't matter if it's multiplayer or combined arms. Like you see here, you will be able to earn new vehicles, new weapons. It's going to be dog tags and soldier skins, weapon skin. It's all there to really customize your crew to really be standing out on the battlefield the way you want it to be.
Right, it sounds amazing, and I only have one question, and that is, when does this all start?
Well, the game launches in October. So starting November, running through early 2019, we're going to start with our first chapter, which is going to focus on the fall of Europe.
So this is going to come every now and again,
we're going to explore the German mechanized war machine as it pushes its way into Europe. This is going to be live gameplay-focused events. We're going to have thematic rewards tied to this. You know, and we can't wait to talk to the community more about this between as we lead up to launch.
Absolutely, there has to be a twist.
You guys
You're
have
totally
definitely
right.
raised my analog stick, and I think we've waited long enough.
Right, here we go. Here we go. I won't say nothing.
This is the most immersive battlefield yet in a World War II you have never seen before, where launch is just the beginning of the journey. I'm done talking. I think it's time we see this thing. Are you all ready?
Yes. Yes, we are ready.
Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, the reveal trailer for Battlefield 5.
I'm talking past it. Let's do it. Come on. That's brutal. Oh.
Hello, old friend. You fuck! On your feet! Here we go!
Weather. Destruction. Oh, look at this. Oh! Are they telling us this is gameplay now?
Watching grenade! I got your back.
Fucking hell! Oh my god, that is intense, isn't it? Blood on the gun. Oh shit!
Fuck it!
Fucking hell!
Hello, old friend.
Oh my god. That is brutal. Fucking hell, that is absolute brutal, isn't it? Yeah, really nice. Yeah, that is good. Well, hopefully we're going to see some more. Hopefully that's not just it. Xbox have paid for this venue, haven't they?
The car, the thing, the man, the boo. You saw the thing, the man, the huh? I hope they got insurance. That was insane. Did you see that?
I did see it.
That was, Andres, I don't feel like you saw it. I feel like you've seen it before.
I might have seen
The
it
person
before.
jumped on their back and then started shooting while moving on their back.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's cool. That's all I can say.
That's exactly what it looked like, Chansey. Yeah, a more polished
That
Battlefield
was
1.
exciting. Give it up for that one more time. That was an amazing trailer.
Yeah, it was really good. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So wait, so
I have got an
before we go, am I correct in saying there were some new animations there? There were some new moves that you could do in the game?
There's a few.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Andreas. Thank you, Andreas.
To be honest, as in, I think we should thank the team back home in Stockholm for
huge call out.
helping us to get to
That's
this
amazing,
point. I
isn't
think
it?
they are
Yeah.
truly amazing.
It was
And the
intense and
fans.
manic, yes.
Again,
yeah.
we've been waiting for this moment for so long to be able to reveal what we've been working on.
This is really packed with gameplay, and then, I mean, a lot of this is direct feedback from community, leading to a lot of these improvements. So it's a huge thank you for the support.
There's no
and once
mention
again
at the
team
moment
for
of
doing,
exclusivity,
extraordinary
is there?
job.
As always.
And I'm pretty sure the look on your face, you know,
Well,
gets the mark they're going for.
Well, that's what they're saying, isn't it? That was gameplay, effectively.
Yeah, I'm
It had the
excited.
HUD and everything.
I'm excited. Give it up for the people in Stockholm.
Yeah.
Please. Let's give it up for the people in Stockholm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dazzy, you hit the nail on the head there.
Wow.
You'll be dead in 3
Battlefield 5
seconds. Yeah.
Launches worldwide on October 19th. In the meantime, these guys are giving away free expansion packs in Battlefield 1 and
Got
Battlefield
them.
4.
Got them.
So just head to battlefield.com for all
that's
the
cool.
details.
That's cool.
And next up is EA Play on June 9th, where you'll see multiplayer for the very first time. I hope all of you are as excited as I am for Battlefield 5. To watch that trailer again, go to youtube.com/Battlefield.
That was really good. That was really good.
Info, join
No,
some
it's
of
on
the team
everything.
here with
It's on
Xbox.
everything.
We're hosting an exclusive post-show on Mixer.com.
Exactly right. Yeah, they're just
Xbox.
playing for it, and
That
they
is
to get
our
their name
show
out there.
for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. I'm
No,
Trevor
you're right.
Noah.
That wasn't
Good night.
actual gameplay. Yeah. It was worth seeing, though, wasn't it? It was definitely worth seeing. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. I'm going to go and watch that trailer again. That was intense, wasn't it? That was violent and fucking full on. I can't wait to get hyped about this bloody game. I can't wait. 100% purchase. I'm going to pre-order it in a minute. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you next time. See you in the morning.